First of all, hats off to our seniors, and just really proud of them and everything that they have accomplished in this program. They obviously, so far, have been able to get this program to postseason 2 out of their 4 years, and hopefully we'll be able to do the same with some victories over there in Seattle in the Pac-12 tournament. I think there is no better group of seniors when you talk about the character, being positive role models, not just with our program but in the community. And I think that they've been great teachers for this young group, and both on and off the court. So really proud of them. Disappointed that we can't get the victory. Weren't able to close out the victory today for them in particular, and our fans. We appreciate our fans for coming out on senior night on early tip-off and everything. But that being said, I thought we came out with great energy. I think we played really, really well. The last 4 games we've played really well in the energy department, and that's been good to us both offensively and defensively. Tonight, the seniors spoke to it. We had some miscues defensively. We had a tough time staying in front of Rodriguez, who's a fantastic, guard. In my opinion, no doubt a first-team all-conference point guard for Utah. But we had a lot of trouble with her speed, especially when Kayla wasn't on the floor. I thought at times Kayla Haley did a good job on her. I thought our front line stepped up tonight. I really liked some of the improvement and the productivity that we saw from our entire front line. But our demise was the rebounding category. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It doesn't take any type of nuclear science, to look at the stat sheet and realize that, in a game that was actually closer, I think, than 6 points, you can't get out rebounded by 22 and expect to come out with a victory. That simple.
Did you feel like every time that Crozen hit one of those 3-pointers, it just kind of felt like a backbreaker?
It was tough because, she's so capable. And I thought, early on we did a fantastic job on Potter, fantastic job on her. I thought we did a great job on 20. 20 has just been lighting up the conference and all. We knew, and we talked about 14 being capable as well and stuff. But that's where, when they talk about, or when I talk about that we missed some rotations, that's what's disappointing. Does it feel like a dagger? Yeah, especially when that's something that you've covered in practice and it's something that you're definitely aware of. But Utah does a great job, especially against our matchup, of showing some misdirection. They showed that at the beginning of the second half, and it shifts you over just enough to be a little bit late, on those threes, and obviously Paige did a good job of hitting them.
It seemed like I thought you were going to call timeout at some point during that third quarter run for Utah, and you let your players play through it. Was that just a matter of you trusting that group? Or?
Well, we were subbing. We were subbing to fix some of the errors that were going on. We were subbing to keep fresh on the floor, and we've done that all year, and we're just trying to find answers with some fresh minds and fresh legs on the floor, and for some of that helped us, but to Utah's credit, they really got on a roll.
And then just last question for me, I remember Haley fouled with I think 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Was that just a matter of you had a couple fouls you needed to get them to the line, or were you thinking you guys were just going to play out the rest of that possession?
Which
seemed like with like a minute to go or so.
No, what was the score? Was it +3?
Probably.
And what was shot clocked at? What was the shot clock at?
9.
No. We talked about going ahead. We were in our 54 to go ahead and allow the ball to come in, try to get a steal, if not foul right away. But we could have done a way better job on that to capture some of those seconds. Obviously, they're really precious.
Any other questions for Coach? Specifically with Rodriguez, what was she doing specifically to get out in space? You mentioned the speed and how that was kind of difficult.
Yeah, she's got really great handles. She is very quick east to west and north to south. I mean, both ways. So she sets you up, with that little hesitation. She goes back hard with the cross, and it makes it really, really tough. But that being said, when she's in the middle third of the floor, it is hard to rotate your defense. Off the pick and roll, we started going under it and doing some things, and that seemed to help slow her down. But when she's on the outside third, the wing, either side of the wing. That's where our rotations were late. We should have been able to step up. They were rolling Fatuzzi, rolling our primary defender on that underneath the basket, you know, and she allowed a great screen a couple times, not just for Rodriguez, but a couple of the other kids as well. But when that wasn't happening, you know, especially on the outside third, I thought our rotations were obviously a tad late.
But specifically, what is this senior class in particular meant to this program and going forward? What is this meant to this?
They're phenomenal people. You know, they've all come from winning programs. They have watched. You know, they've gone from coming in and trying to help this program become competitive to making it a nationally competitive program. I think that they have been great leaders with this young group. You know, keep in mind, last year we graduated or lost our three top scorers, you know, and rebounders. And so that put a lot of pressure on them to not only step up their game, but to also bring this younger group along. And I on and off the court, they have grown together. They have really provided great leadership, great friendship with these kids, but also being great teachers of them understanding the grind of the Pac-12, how hard this is and how much every possession matters and how much every day we got to seize the moment, be able to get better, whether it's film, a walkthrough, talk through, whatever. But they've been fantastic that way.
Do you think they've provided some continuity to this program? I mean, after Lee and Tia were gone, there were so many questions about, you know, the direction of this program. Do you feel that kind of bridged that gap to the future a little bit?
Well, and I think too, you have to remember that Shaylee Deansaw was averaging at a double-double when she went down late last year too, you know, in the front line. But I think that, you know, they understood what it takes and they improved themselves, and I think that they really extended themselves out to this next group of COUGS to help them understand exactly what it's going to take, because #1 conference in America, you know, and every night it's a war.